Watch what happens when you do use Recolor Adjustment Layer in Affinity the right way. Then I will show you how to get there. Here is exactly how to do this in this video. You will learn how to use the Recolor Adjustment Layer in Affinity, basically the same approach I use start to finish. That's exactly what I am walking you through right now. So first of all, in order to showcase how the Recolor Adjustment works, let us learn how to basically apply it first. So for that, I'll open our assets folder right here. So from the asset folder, I'll just click and drag the mountain image that we have to Affinity UI in order to open it. Now it's opened, and after it has been opened, let us go ahead and now apply the adjustment layer. So to apply the recolor adjustment layer, first of all, there are two ways basically. So one is you can just navigate below and access the adjustment layer from the icon right here, or you can just navigate to the top and then simply select the pixel menu item right here, and from the pixel menu item we'll use new adjustment layer option, and within this option you can find several options here, and the recolor adjustment layer is right here. So let us select recolor adjustment layer. Now after selecting the recolor adjustment layer, you'll find that right now our image is not as what we have expected. So in order to apply the recolor adjustment layer, well, first of all, let us understand what is inside the box of the recolor adjustment layer. So first you'll find the hue property right here, which basically provides us with different color range inside of it. So we can change the color range simply by clicking and dragging this slider like so, and we can change it to any color, that is the hue color which we prefer. Next, we also do have the saturation option here. We can just decrease or increase the saturation slider to apply the levels of saturation that we want. So to understand the concept of saturation, it is basically the intensity of the hue color that we are applying here to this image. So if we just go all the way to the left, then you can see that all of the hue color that were applied here has been completely removed. So we can simply use the slider in order to apply the level of hue saturation that we want here. The next option that we have is lightness. So this simply allows us to introduce the whites and blacks to our image. So we'll get into that later, and we'll talk about what it will do more in detail. Now let us change the ambience of this photo that we have here. So to change the ambience, first of all, I'll just set the saturation slider to its default by just double clicking here, or we can just click and drag the slider to somewhere at 50% for now, and next we can just click and adjust the hue color range to find a good color value that we have right here. So for now, I think I'll just go with somewhere at maybe this color, which is a lighter green color for hue. And next, what I'll do is I'll leave the saturation and lightness as it is. So here's the trick to apply the recolor adjustment layer to change the ambience of any image. So for that, I'll just change the blend mode. So I'll click on the blend mode option that we have right here. And inside of here, you can see that we have an option called soft light. Simply select soft light. Well, it falls under the overlay category, which specifically is used mostly to apply the contrast to any adjustment layer or effects inside of Affinity. So we'll now simply select soft light. After selecting soft light, we can also adjust the opacity if we want. However, before adjusting the opacity, let us now control the saturation. I'll simply increase the saturation slider to increase the intensity of the hue color. And right now, if we want to change the hue furthermore in order to apply more fitting color to our image, we can just go ahead and click and change the slider right so. And I think this particular sky blue color is a bit fitting for this particular image. So I'll simply leave our hue value or hue slider in this particular position in this color. So if we want, we can also go ahead and play with the saturation slider further to apply the intensity more for our hue color, or we can decrease the intensity of the saturation like so. However, I think I'll stay somewhere at maybe 62% for now, to apply that subtle tone of saturation to our hue color. The next thing that we can also do is also introduce the lightness here. So in this image, as you can see, we have shadows at the bottom of this image as well as the top left corner, which is allowing us to focus to this mountain. What we can do is we can simply decrease the lightness a bit more to increase the contrast of our image, as you can see here. And this makes the mountain much more sharper and popping. So the next thing that we can adjust is the opacity slider right here, which applies to the overall effect of the recolor adjustment layer that we have just applied. So we can simply click and drag the opacity slider like so to somewhere at maybe, let's go with 87%. And this time you can see that we have applied or changed the ambience subtly in this particular image. So now what we can do is we can just go ahead and close the recolor adjustment box right here and check the before and after. So this was the original image with the warm color tones and ambience, and this is the one after we have cooled down the image a bit by using the recolor adjustment layer. So by the way, one thing to note here is since we are applying the recolor adjustment layer as a live adjustment layer, we have an added benefit of simply clicking on the thumbnail and then adjusting or tweaking the settings anytime in the future. So this is completely a non-destructive way of applying a recolor adjustment layer. So let us go ahead and simply close the recolor adjustment layer box for now. And this is one of the way that you could implement it or apply the recolor adjustment layer to change the overall ambience or environment through the color tones in your image. Now let us move on to our next image example. So for that, I'll just go ahead and open our Finder window once again. And from within the Finder window, I'll this time open the Blender 3D image that we have right here. So first of all, I'll open the watchtower.png image by simply clicking and drag it on top of the contextual bar of our Affinity UI. And now you can see that we have this 3D image that's created in Blender. And let us go ahead and open the Finder window once again. And let us also bring in our depth pass image, which we can export it from the Blender as well. Now I'll just click and drag it and then drop it here like so. And I'll just place it on top of our original image of the wooden watchtower. And then I'll just toggle the visibility icon of this particular layer to off so that we can get a clear view of our actual original image here. So for this image as well, we can change the misty effect in this particular image and adjust the levels of mist that we can introduce or reduce from this image by using the recolor adjustment layer. So this time, instead of using the menu item at the top to access the recolor adjustment layer, I'll simply navigate below and click on the adjustment layer icon that we have beneath our layers panel. And from here, I'll now select the recolor adjustment layer, which is at the top right here. So now you can see that it has applied the recolor adjustment layer once more non-destructively. So let us go ahead and first adjust the saturation slider by decreasing the saturation slider all the way to somewhere at the value of, let's say, 25%. And next, let us tweak the hue slider here. So for the hue slider, I'll simply change the color by using this slider to somewhere at maybe cyanish hue so that it would give a bit of horror theme effect to the ambience of this image. So let us go ahead and just decrease the saturation a bit more to somewhere at 17%. And next, I'll just close the recolor adjustment layer next. And after closing the recolor adjustment layer, I'll simply now click and clip the recolor adjustment layer within the depth pass layer. So for that, I'll just click and drag it inside of our depth pass layer like so. And right now you can see the visibility icon is toggled off. So let us go ahead and toggle it on like so. And after toggling it on, you can see that right now nothing is looking quite favorable or appropriate for our context. So I'll just go ahead and click on this depth pass layer and then change the blend mode to You guessed it right, soft light. So I'll change it to soft light, and now you can see that it has completely changed the ambience of how our image looked from before. Now let us go ahead and uncollapse the depth pass layer once again, and then click on the thumbnail icon of Recolor Adjustment Layer right here. And after clicking on the thumbnail icon, we can now go ahead and change the saturation slider or increase the saturation slider like so. And you can see that the vibes are starting to fill inside of this image. We can also experiment with different hue colors right here. So I think this one is looking much more horror kind. And now I'll just go ahead and adjust the saturation a bit more, maybe like so, somewhere at 35 or 36. Okay, let's go with 35% here. And the next tip here is we can adjust the And the next tip here is that we can adjust the lightness value to introduce the level of fog or mistiness inside of this particular image. So for that, I'll just go ahead and click and adjust the lightness slider like so. So now you can see that as soon as I increase the lightness slider, the level of fogginess is starting to be introduced more and more in this particular image. We can go ahead and increase the saturation as well to introduce those hue color more to this image like so. And if we want, we can again go ahead and play around with the hue color of our preferred choice like so, as per our preference. So I'll go somewhere at this blue color right here, or maybe we can change it to something else completely. So I think a cyan color is also looking fine, so I'll just stick with it. And next, we can also control the opacity value to the intensity of overall recolor adjustment effect to this particular image. So I'll just decrease the intensity to somewhere at 84%. So I think this is looking cool now. So this is how you can use the Recolor Adjustment Layer inside of Affinity to magically change the overall ambience and the feel and look of your images. So if this made something click that didn't before, you're exactly who this channel is made for. Every person who sticks around here is someone who's serious about getting better at this, not just watching and forgetting. That's who this channel is for. If you found this useful, subscribe. That's what makes sure tutorials like this reach you first instead of you stumbling on them after you've already lost an hour. And if you want to take it further, drop a comment with what you are working on. I read everyone and it shapes what I make next. Thank you for watching once again and see you on the next video.